Batman and Robin are in the Batmobile chasing a crook. Who is he and what did he do? He's either one of Catwoman's henchmen or a new guy calling himself the Blue Panther. And judging by the hood, the bonnet if you're not in America, I'm guessing that engine is a V300.
Hang on, Robin.
Why is he parking in someone else's garage?
Where are we, Batman? We'll find out and look out!
I'm starting to think this episode was the inspiration for having to take the Batmobile to all those impossible places in Arkham Knight. The mirror is a door that lets them into a round room where Catwoman is waiting.
Since a cat has 9 lives, Batman, I have set 9 lethal traps, which I have spent years devising.
Haven't they already survived her schemes more than 9 times? Maybe she figures it's because they had time to rest in between perils.
I expect you to survive 1, 2, perhaps more. But I know you cannot survive them all.
Then why go with all 9? Just set up the 1 or 2 that you think will actually do the trick.
The mirror wall. Batarang.
Now go back to the Batcave and fix that dent in your Batarang. There's nothing for it, may as well start with door number 1. Fooled you, Catwoman. That's really Jonathan Chase. Batman started carrying lethal weapons like daggers after he discovered he couldn't reason with wild, unreasoning animals, such as the Joker.
Good shot, Batman.
The Catwoman.
She was inside the cage all the time.
Oh yeah, he can use them for that too. But why a dagger? It's a little out of character. He could have used his laser or several other gadgets to cut that rope, and it wouldn't have stood out like the proverbial sore thumb. And now Catwoman needs his help. Because Catwoman was too cheap to invest in a trained panther. The untrained one came with a 15% discount and a liability waiver.
Now that you're trapped here with us, Catwoman, will you show us the door that leads out of here?
Never!
All right. Then we'll try them all together.
No! Not that one!
In cat vocabulary, never means for the next 5 seconds. She confirmed it.
For on the surface, the Catmen rig a surprise in case the dynamic duo should escape.
Okay, Cat. Fix the bomb now.
Someday they'll put a lock on that hood, but until they do, their foes will be free to do this. The bomb is set to go off when they reach 60 miles an hour.
The electronic bomb detector.
It's set for 60. Hang on for a bat stop.
Now see, if you had invested in a $10 lock instead of a who knows how much it cost bomb scanner, you wouldn't have to do any of this. Naturally, they get out just in time.
Now let's put Catwoman away.
No, Robin. Let her think we're dead. That'll give us a little freedom to operate. Come on, let's go home.
Since you were chasing her, or more precisely one of her goons, I assume she already did something naughty. And now you want to sit around and wait to see what naughty thing she does next. I think he wants to keep chasing her because he likes looking at her.
They escaped the bomb.
Well, that deception was certainly effective. While they were inside, she sprayed them with some kind of gas. They had their bat masks on so it didn't bother them, but it appears to have had some lingering effects.
Bruce,
You too. We're both glowing.
Catwoman just had a tape recording delivered to Gordon's office with the explanation.
By now, Batman and Robin, you know that the gas in the tunnel was radioactive. Your bodies will glow, shine like beacons for 24 hours. When you appear in public in your secret identities, I will know who you are.
Oh my, how will they ever resolve this dilemma? And no, I'm not going to address the question of radiation poisoning. It's a cartoon. Radiation on the skin and clothes is only dangerous if the plot demands it, and this time it doesn't. So they're safe. But I do wonder why their suits are glowing when they weren't wearing their street clothes at the time. I guess the plot does demand that.
Big deal. We just don't go out as Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson for 24 hours, that's all.
No, Dick, it's not so simple. Tomorrow is election day, and Bruce Wayne must go to the polls to vote. It's my duty as a citizen.
He's right. It's your civic duty too, so whatever it takes, vote. Most people know my political leanings, especially if you follow me on Twitter, but I'm going to sandbag you a little bit right now. I don't care whom you vote for, just vote. Our system doesn't work right unless everybody participates. In 2016, 25% of the electorate was enough to decide the presidential race because 50% of the country stayed home. I don't care what your politics are, that is just wrong. Get off your duff and go do your civic duty, even if it means standing in line for 11 hours like some people are doing right now. If nothing else, if you don't vote, you don't get to bitch about the results because you didn't do your part to decide them. So like Bruce Wayne, just do it, whatever it takes, even if you're radioactive and glowing.
Millionaire Bruce Wayne. He must be Batman.
But can you be sure, Catwoman? Isn't that Commissioner Gordon glowing too? And Chief O'Hara?
Even better, take a couple of friends along and make sure they vote too. Since none of us is in Gotham City, the shiny paint is optional. Robin is in the Batmobile watching for Catwoman activity. They're keeping in touch by handheld radio.
Batman and Robin just started transmitting on a high sonic frequency, Catwoman.
Can our new remote control anti-burglar alarm cut off jam it, Tabby?
Oh, sure, easy.
At least Robin thinks they're still communicating.
Catwoman. Robin the Batman. I've spotted her.
He's sending.
Jam his signal.
She's in a Miss Kitty's woolen mill truck. Am in pursuit. Out.
I don't see this chase ending in Robin's favor.
Looking for something, Wonder Boy.
The cat's meows.
Every so often I hate being right all the time, but I suppose someone has to do it.
There. His homing radar signal will bring Batman right to us.
I'll never figure out why she doesn't unmask him while he's out and verify his identity. Wasn't that the whole idea of the radiation and the glowing and all that? This way is much easier. Just go like this and take off his mask. Like every other supervillain in Gotham City, she won't think of that.
Getting very close.
Just close enough, Batman. You want Robin? Go get him in that tank.
There's just one problem. That tank is wired. If Batman breaks it, he'll set off a bunch of explosives. What's plan B?
The bat pulley will do it. Hang on, Robin.
He carries a hardware store in that belt of his.
And we saw in the Arkham games how he does it. His belt instantly miniaturizes everything he puts in it. He could put the Batmobile in there if he had to. Too bad he's too selfish to share that technology. It could really be useful in medicine and lots of other fields. But Batman doesn't share his toys. Catwoman is also on to plan B.
Know what we can do?
The water tank.
Check. Load bat slings with explosive pellets. Hurry. Now.
I thought doing that would set off a bunch of explosives and blow up the room or something. Maybe the wiring only works when Robin is in the tank. However, that wave of water did knock them both out.
Quicksand Caped Crusaders. The world's most dangerous natural killer.
Killer of small animals, mostly. Your average quicksand pit is about 3 feet deep, and it doesn't bubble. She and Tabby are off to go on a crime spree now that the Caped Crusaders can't stop them.
Have you worked your hands free yet?
Just about.
Good. Activate your jet heel units, and let's hope they work.
Last time they used those, they activated them by clicking their heels together several times. After he watched the footage, Batman decided that was too close to the Wizard of Oz, so he changed the mechanism to avoid copyright infringement.
You
How did you bypass our anti-alarm cutout?
If you could jam our sonic frequency, we can jam yours.
And now it's time to jam our fists into your faces and other parts. Not to mention our batarangs. So far, that threefer puts Robin in the lead.
I hate to cast pearls before swine, but...
Not to be outdone, Batman ties it up with a threefer of his own. But there's a lot less mess to clean up with Robin's.
Look, Batman! Catwoman's getting away!
I'll get her. There you are. Snug as a bug.
Tricked! Trapped!
Batman figured he had her because there's no other way out of there. He forgot that cats are made of silly putty and can just melt into a spot. She did exactly that, slipped between the bars and escaped. Batman is still looking for her.
All right, Atomaniacs, I have 3 tasks for you, and they need to be done quickly before it's too late. First, click that like button down there and let us know that you enjoyed this video. Second, this is Irving. If you haven't subscribed yet, punch him in the face and make sure you get it done, because something is always happening around here and you don't want to miss a thing. Third, become a patron today, because between Irving, Hazel, and Robin, we go through a lot of food around here. Until next time.